Hi, we are the Team D, and we will present our final project of the company Fresas Nuevo Materiales. In it, we will see some ergonomic methods that we implement for a proposal to improve the activity of the company. This project consists of analyze a work area with a potentially risky activity, where we will apply ergonomic principles seen in class to solve the problem. In addition, proposals for solving the problem will be mentioned, as well as the type of DTA disease that will be avoided in workers because it is extremely important to take care of the health of the members of a company. The main topics that we will see are the following: company history, products, activities, the video that we evaluate, ergonomic tools, formula, results, proposals, costs, risk, and disease eliminate. The company Fresas Nuevo Materiales is located in Huelva, Spain, was created in 1999 with the aim of obtaining strawberries varieties for the different needs of the sector, and has reduced the technological dependency on foreign improvement programs. Some of the commitments that the company has are, with producers, obtain new varieties of strawberry with good production, disease resistance, and excellent quality, and with its shareholders offering a cost-effective and useful project for the sector. This company handles a program for the obtention of great variability strawberries. Each year make 80 to 90 crosses that have resulted to 8,000 to 10,000 new varieties. Subsequently are selected for her favorable characteristics into precocity, seed tolerance, firmness, inter and external color. Fresas Nuevos Materiales has produced some varieties and selections of strawberries. They are: the picking of the strawberry is harvested manually, fruit by fruit. This is a task which, given the time of the year in which it is carried out and the main product areas, is mainly carried out in the morning. The workers move with a cart between the rows of plants, making selection and harvesting of those fruits that are in optimal conditions. The task of picking strawberries, which is the activity we consider risky because of the postures, can be divided into three phases. Phase 1. Picking fruit and placing in boxes. Phase 2. Moving the cart through the cultivation street. And Phase 3. Moving and placing boxes in the truck. For this project, the Phase 1 and Phase 2 will be evaluated because it presents forced postures and repetitive movement mainly associated with the low height of the strawberry plants.
Our ergonomic evaluation on this occasion is based on the posture when leaving the strawberries inside the loaded cart. At first glance, we see how evident risks that workers go through, and that's why we carried out the rule evaluation. For the arm's angle evaluation, we got a score of 2. Then, in the evaluation of the forearm, we considered 3 points because it's a little bit inclined inwards. And for wrist, we rated it with 3 points, but when evaluating turns, we added a point as it rotates the wrist a little bit. So table A resulted in 4. And in the table B resulted with 7 points because head is always tilted. So there we put a 4. And 3 in the posture score because it always stayed down. Due to the card is not loaded, we evaluated that final part of evaluation with 0. And then in the table C resulted with 7 points. This tells us that we must make an immediate modification because the work is too risky. The next posture is the activity of picking up strawberries. We got a 5 in the first step, which specifies arms position. In the second step, we got a 3 due to the forearms position. At the fourth step, we got a 2 for the tweets of the wrist, and by last of all these scores, we located them in the table A, and the final score is 7. We got a final score of 7 in the table B. In this table, we located the next position as a 4, then back position as 4 as well, and by the last position of the legs and feet as a 2. In both results of table A and B, we add scores if the posture is static or dynamic, and the weight of effort of the activity, getting a final score of 7, which means that activity needs an immediate modification because the work is too risky.
And finally, the last position we choose is another worker picking up the strawberries. Step 1. We got a score of 3 due to the arm miss at 90 degrees. Step 2. We have obtained a score of 3 due for realm goes from 62 at 100 degrees, beside for realm exceeds the middle line of the body and arms midline token of the body. Step 3. It has a score of 4 because weight goes from 0 to 15 degrees, beside weight exceeds the middle line. Step 3. It has a score of 4 because weight goes from 0 to 15 degrees, beside weight exceeds the middle line. Step 4. We just got a score of 1 due to the grease on the middle turning wrench. Step 5. Interpolating the previous score in table 1, the value of 5 is obtained. Step 6. The score obtained is 1 because the action happened repeated. Step 7. The score is 0 since the load is less than 2 kilograms. Step 8. Step 5, 6, and 7 are added together and the result will be located in table C. Step 9. In the step, we conclude it was a 2 score because neck bends from 10 to 20 degrees. Step 10. We got for a score due thorax bends from 60 and 90 degrees and it rotates as well. Step 10. Legs are stretched, so we have just a point in the sketch. After evaluating all the last steps, we intersect them all. Step 13. The action is performed more than 4 times per minute, so we got a point. Step 14. The body weighs less than 2 kilograms, that's why we have a 0 in this case. And finally, we locate those steps on table C, so we got a 7 at final score, so we must study those risks and modify the way to do it. The formula we use the implemented improved out for anthropomorphic study to avoid the data to the analysis. We decide to measure the height of the evals of 10 women with characteristics similar to those seen in the video. Already obtained the data of the table, we recorded and calculate the mean and standard deviation for 5 and 95%. These two support our proposal to improve the activity. The result of rule assignment to wear 7 for all activities. This means that activity must be studied, analyzed, and modified because it represents a big risk to the health of workers. Both in the harvesting and the placement of the counters and the troller, the worker adopt very important bending posture of the back. The bending of the back is very pronounced and the geyser also has a sustained and repeated trigger as it a period of constantly throughout the working day. This can cause long-term problems if it's not modified and will result in sick workers complain, low productivity, and future costs for the company.
The percentage obtained from the anthropometric study will help just to show the appropriate measures for improvement proposals. In this case, we chose the 5% percentile, thinking about a short woman can carry out the work without problems. That is, any worker will be able to carry out the activity in the best possible way.
For the company, Fresas Nuevo Materiales is modified to cultivation in soil that is currently available. Due to results obtained in ergonomic evaluation, we opt for a cultivation system in substrate bags on tables. With this system, it expects to obtain the maximum production with the minimum economic resources and the maximum optimization of the cultivation room. The use of bags acts as a cover container, avoid the contact of the substrate with air, surfaces, and particles. The substrate acts as a plant support and nutrient storage. Another advantage is that the container, being made of plastic material, is cheap, while offering good opacity conditions. To complement our proposal, we decided to place tables in the cultivation room and place the substrate bags on top of them. Are tables of 2 meters long so that they cover as much space as possible along with the cultivation room, and do not have to buy a lot of tables. The weight of the table was obtained by the size of the bag that is planned to be obtained. The table will have a height of 95 centimeters to stay just at the elbows of the workers or a little above, adding the height of the bags. Workers will no longer have to bend their backs completely to pick up the strawberries. That is, the forced back posture are minimized, so they will only have to approach the table with minimum effort. This is the illustration of what the tables would look like. As you can see, the plants stay at the level of the hand of the collectors, so the working postures are more comfortable than in the traditional cultivation. And finally, since the height of the plants change and the workers don't have to bend their back constantly, the cart should also adapt to improvement task. We opt for a higher cart, which could match the height taken for the tables and does not bend over to move the cart. Thanks to this last change, the task of picking the strawberries will be more comfortable and safer for the workers. The approximate cost of one table are 4,618 pesos, and to cover the entire work area we need 300 tables. The cost of the tables are a little high, but in the same way, these in the long run bring many benefits to the workers who work at high risk when being in this position, and that is why it is an investment that must be made. Now, the cost of substrate bags, it is approximately 59 pesos and 19 cents for a single bag, and according to the measurement of the place will occupy about 600 sacks to cover a hectare of cultivation. These substrate bags provide the crop with physical and chemical properties that ensure higher productivity and harvest quality, and due to their shape, they are easy to transport and adapt to a greenhouse. And finally, the cost of one cart with the measurement needed is around 4,360 pesos, assuming the company needs around 5 carts in the area. The cost may be high too, but the change in the cart is necessary to complement the proposal and protect the health of workers by removing painful postures.
Risk and disease eliminated. Arthritis is the inflammation or degeneration of one or more joints. It degenerates cartilage. If we lack of cartilage, can suffer pain, immobility, and inflammation. This DTA can be presented by repetitive hand movements when picking the strawberries, but thanks to the improvement. The position of the hands will be more comfortable. Currently, it pulls pituitary off and forces the grasp but now. The force they must to be smaller, and then we only have to pull down without forcing the band. Arthritis treatment is incredibly expensive. That's why the most people stop their treatment. Treatment includes physical therapy, exercise, medicine, and sometimes surgical intervention. Intravenous injection costs between 6 and 7,000 Mexican pesos. This is why it's the worst investigating to the health of workers. The position that workers have in the activity can produce low back pain. The company can have savings in 3 aspects: medications, therapy, and medical procedure. Regarding medications, they can be anti-inflammatory, pain relievers, and muscle relaxant. In therapies, in joint manipulation, massage, and psychotherapies. Medical procedures such as electrical nerve stimulation and epidural injection. Thorax exit syndrome. This latter disease causes pain in the shoulder, arm, and neck that occurs when the nerves or blood vessels just below the nerve compress or teeth. The most important cause we take care are the repetitive arm and shoulder movements and psychical activity, in this case picking up strawberries. Those treatments may include psychotherapy, exercise to strengthen and stretch the shoulder muscles, medicine and anti-inflammatory pain relievers or muscle relax to decrease inflammation and promote muscle relaxation, and medicines to dissolve clots. If the worker has venous or arterial thoracic opening syndrome and blood clots, the cost of psychotherapy is around 2,500 to 1,000 pesos per worker. Ergonomic evaluations are very important in the company for the safety of its workers. Offering suitable jobs for our employees is utmost important, as well as conducting constant evaluations to know the risks that could arise.